How's it going, everybody? It's me, the Great Heisman here. So I'm making this quick video because I need to get some stuff off of my chest. So I'm not gonna waste any time in this video. I'm here to just basically put an end to this whole stupid Tom Brady lost to a backup quarterback argument. As you guys know, earlier this year, Patriots were a damn good team. We made it to back-to-back Super Bowls for the first time since 2003 and 2004. But sadly, we didn't win the Super Bowl this year. Oh, well, it is what it is. I'm not too mad about the Super Bowl loss because, you know, we won the Super Bowl last year, and plus we still got 5 rings. I mean, we've been winning titles like crazy for the last 15 years that we're not going to win the Super Bowl every year. Okay, we're not going to win the Super Bowl every year, so that's the way how it is. As much as we got outperformed by the Eagles in the Super Bowl, I wanted us to win the Super Bowl because, you know, to be 6-time Super Bowl champions because we were so close. But unfortunately, we didn't meet our objectives. Oh, well, that 6-time Super Bowl is just a bonus for me. I honestly don't really care that we lost because, I mean, let's just be honest here. Tom Brady has basically won everything in the NFL already. He's won 5 Super Bowl titles. He's won 4 Super Bowl MVPs. And he's won 3 NFL MVPs, and he led the league in passer rating 2007 and 2000. And when I think it was in touchdowns that he led the league, something like that. So basically, really, I mean, Tom Brady is just playing right now because he loves playing football and he loves the Patriots. If Tom Brady wanted to, when we won that Super Bowl against the Falcons 2 years ago, when we made that spectacular comeback, Tom Brady could have easily retired after that. He could have easily just hung up his cleats and just called it quits and focus on his family, but he didn't do that because he loves playing for the Patriots. He loves the organization. He just loves playing football. That's the reason why Tom Brady is still playing in the NFL, even though he's 41 years old. I mean, it's just insane. I mean, that's a blessing that Tom Brady still plays for the Patriots, that he's still our quarterback. He'll always be the greatest Patriot of all time. He'll go down as the greatest quarterback of all time, period. He has the stats. You can't tell me otherwise. That's what I believe. But anyways, what I don't like hearing is the stupid crap about how Tom Brady lost to a backup quarterback based on that argument, according to that logic, Tom Brady can also play defense. Okay, Tom Brady can also play defense, which is pretty dumb because in the Super Bowl, Tom Brady had an amazing performance. He probably had his best Super Bowl performance ever. He threw for I think it was 5 touchdowns. No, it was 5 or 4 touchdowns. I can't exactly remember, but I know he threw for at least 400 yards in the Super Bowl. I mean, seriously, Tom Brady played just amazing in the Super Bowl. Yes, he had that drop on 4th down. It is what it is. You can't dog him for that. He tried to catch the ball. He couldn't. Nick Foles, he caught the ball. Oh, well. And also, what else? In the 4th quarter, Tom Brady fumbled the ball. Obviously, that didn't help the Patriots at all. I don't know why we didn't do the screen pass against the Eagles because, you know, we kind of choked that game away. Tom Brady. That was very surprising that he fumbled, but hey, Eagles made a great play. They forced a fumble from Brady. Their defense stepped up in the Super Bowl. But the main reason why the Patriots lost that Super Bowl was because of the defense. I don't know how many times I have to say this crap. Defense is what wins you championships, okay? Defense is what wins you championships. Not just having a great offense. Having an offense is great, but that's not enough. You need a defense to also win championships. Everybody knows that. Those are basically the NFL football fundamentals if you want your team to win multiple Super Bowls, is to have a defense. Defense is important. I am a big fan of NFL defenses. And speaking, Eagles obviously had a better defense than us that last year. And NFL season is almost coming to an end. And honestly speaking, guys, from the looks of it, there's a chance that Patriots likely won't go back to the Super Bowl just because, you know, one doesn't simply make it a 3 straight Super Bowls. That is impossible. If the Patriots could make it 3 straight Super Bowls and win this one, then honestly, that would just be absolutely mind-blowing. That would basically be us doing the impossible, because after all, we came back from a 23 deficit, so we are known for doing the impossible, and just doing that would be great, but honestly speaking, man, the AFC is way more competitive this year, in my opinion, than last year, so that's going to be very, very tough for the Patriots, because, I mean, you got the Chiefs, you got Patrick Mahomes, who's having a great season, you got the Chargers, who are surprisingly doing good. Anthony Lynn has turned that team completely around. Phillip Rivers is having his just an amazing season overall. And also you got the Houston Texans, Deshaun Watson. The Texans are super underrated. They got a great defense. And those are the teams that are biggest threats to the Patriots in the AFC in the playoffs this year. I can't name any other team besides those teams that are a threat to the Patriots. But going back, yeah, the defense is what lost the Patriots the Super Bowl, because if you guys go back and actually watch the Super Bowl and look at how the Patriots defense played, the defense played horrible, just horrible, man. Like, god damn, where in the hell was the Patriots defense at in the Super Bowl? Because honestly speaking, that was the worst Patriots defensive performance I've ever seen in the goddamn Super Bowl, man. Like, it doesn't even come close. It's worse than the Super Bowl in 2011 against the Giants. I think that the 2011 Patriots defense would have done a better job than the 2017 Patriots defense. That's the way how I see it. And yeah, our defense, we had no pass rush at all in the Super Bowl. We couldn't get to Nick Foles at all. He had just all goddamn day to throw. Our defense basically was so bad that year that basically any quarterback, we could have made any quarterback look like a future Hall of Famer, as the way how our defense did against Nick Foles in the Super Bowl. Like, I just don't get how you played this bad of a defense in the Super Bowl. We couldn't get a stop at all. We couldn't get a stop on third down, and we couldn't get a stop on fourth down. Like, what, did we give up 2 fourth down conversions, including, I remember that we gave up a fourth down conversion with 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. We couldn't get a stop on that at all. We left some guy wide open. Nick Foles hit him on the sideline, and that kept the drive live. We could have gotten a stop right there. All we just had to do was get one stop, and that's it. And we would have let Tom Brady done the job. But no, the Patriots defense just collapsed in the Super Bowl. I have no excuses for that. Can't make any excuses other than the Patriots defense just played absolutely horrible in the Super Bowl, because if our defense has actually stepped up, maybe if our defense actually pressured Nick Foles, then we could have potentially blown the Eagles out in the Super Bowl. I know I sound like an idiot for saying that, because, the Eagles that year, Doug Peterson turned that team around completely. They had a really good team that year. They went 13-3. Carson Wentz goes down, and Nick Foles leads the Eagles to a Super Bowl title. You gotta command him and give Nick Foles respect for that. And I think he deserves another starting job. But going back to the main topic. If the Patriots defense has just simply gotten pressure on Nick Foles, gotten a stop on third and fourth, and at least gotten one freaking stop, then I think we'd be Super Bowl champs, because Tom Brady would have driven us down the field. Because the Eagles' defense in the Super Bowl, besides that fumble, had no answer for Tom Brady at all. Tom Brady just basically lit up the Eagles' defense. Seriously, you can look up Tom Brady's stats versus the Eagles in the Super Bowl. He absolutely tore the D up. Even when Brandon Cooks went down in the Super Bowl, Tom Brady still found a way to move the ball down the field and open up the Eagles' defense. And that's what makes Tom Brady a great quarterback. And so, yeah, that's the first reason why the Patriots lost the Super Bowl, is because of the defense. The defense is what lost really to a backup quarterback, not Tom Brady. Number 2, and this is what pissed me off about Super Bowl. Now, I'm not making this video because I'm bitter at the Eagles for being the better team. Okay, I have no problem with the Eagles being the better team. They were the better team than us in the Super Bowl. I will admit that. And, yeah, so I'm not mad at the Eagles. They played amazing. They played great in the Super Bowl, okay? Now, the number two thing that really pissed me off about Super Bowl is, why in the hell was Malcolm Butler not playing? Why was he on the bench the entire game? And to this day, I'm still trying to figure out, why would Bill Belichick make a stupid, boneheaded decision and bench Malcolm Butler, who was one of our best players on the secondary that year? Malcolm Butler was one of the best players on the Patriots secondary. He's the guy that single-handedly revived the Patriots dynasty. Okay? And Malcolm Butler will always be one of the best Patriots in my eyes, because he made that great play and because he had a nice career. The Patriots just, I knew that he was probably not going to be on the Patriots after that season, because, he wanted to get paid, obviously, and because, the NFL is a business. We just got to accept that. But to bench a guy that single-handedly saved you from losing a third straight Super Bowl was just very heartbreaking, and I'm very heartbroken. And I saw Malcolm Butler on the bench. The guy was literally crying. That legit made me sick to my stomach, seeing him treated like that, sitting on the bench, a guy that works his ass off and doesn't get in trouble at all. He balls out. He plays great. He makes the plays when he needs to make, because of that Super Bowl. Because of that goal line interception against the Seahawks 3 years ago in the Super Bowl, in Super Bowl 49. Seriously, that was possibly the greatest play ever in Super Bowl history. I'll never forget that play. I was watching Super Bowl 49 against the Seahawks with my dad, and I thought that the Seahawks were going to run the ball. I simply thought they were going to hand the ball to Lynch after Jermaine Kearse made that crazy catch. But they do run the ball with beast mode. Dante Hightower makes a crazy stop. And then the Seahawks, they go back to pass on a slant route. Russell Wilson throws the ball, and Malcolm Butler steps in front of Jermaine. No, that was Ricardo Lockett, and he makes that game-clinching interception to give Patriots their 4th Super Bowl and to revive the Patriots dynasty. I mean, that was just the best play I've ever seen. And for Bill Belichick to just tell Malcolm Butler that he's not going to be playing was just... I was just dumbfounded by that, dude. I was completely dumbfounded by that stupid decision that Bill Belichick made. Because, I still love Bill Belichick, don't get me wrong. I'm not making this video to bash on Bill Belichick, but I'm just pointing out the fatal error that Bill Belichick made. After all, I still love Bill Belichick. I still hope he's going to be the Patriots coach for at least the next 5 years. I still wouldn't want any other coach for the Patriots other than Bill Belichick. He knows what he's doing. He's helped bring 5 Super Bowls to New England. We've been to 8 Super Bowls under Bill Belichick. And, I mean, you can't simply ask for more, but goddamn, Bill, why'd you have to bench Malcolm Butler? That was dumb as hell. Because I love Malcolm Butler, okay? He's one of my favorite Patriots of this past decade, besides Tom Brady, Gronk, and Vince Wilfork. Seriously, I mean, just for Malcolm Butler to sit on the bench and not even get a chance, not even get a single snap. He only played 1 snap on special teams. It's like, what? Huh? For him to not get any playing time in the Super Bowl, for him to not start, is just horrible, man. Just horrible, because I can only imagine how our secondary would have been like if Malcolm Butler was playing. Now, granted, Nick Foles probably still would have torn up our secondary either way, but Malcolm Butler probably would have made a great play in the Super Bowl. He probably would have intercepted Nick Foles or forced a fumble or something, because the only turnover we got in the Super Bowl was off of a deflected pass by the Eagles receiver into the hands of Deron Harmon. That's the only turnover we got in the Super Bowl. And it just goes to show you that benching a player like Malcolm Butler can be a big fatal mistake. And unfortunately, it was a big mistake that Bill Belichick made. And I'm hoping that he gives an explanation eventually someday as to why Malcolm Butler was on the bench, because I still cannot justify Malcolm Butler being on the bench. Seriously, you do not do that, especially to a guy that just saved you, that just helped give you your dynasty reign back. I mean, come on. That was just dumb, but hey, it is what it is. It happened. I can't make the decisions. I'm just a fan, but if I was Bill Belichick, I would have put Malcolm Butler in the game. I would have put Malcolm Butler in the game. So yeah, those are the 2 main reasons why we lost the Super Bowl. Yes, I know we had injuries. Yeah, I know, but still, no excuse as to why Malcolm Butler was not playing. That was just pathetic. So yeah, man, 2 main reasons why Patriots lost the Super Bowl, and because as you guys know, it was actually very surprising for us to make it to a back-to-back Super Bowls, especially after the first year, because one simply does not go back to the Super Bowl after the first time. That was just absolutely insane. But honestly speaking, there's a big chance likely that we might not make it back to the Super Bowl, just because we're very thin at receiving corps, and we just these past few weeks for the Patriots have obviously been rough because of that freaking game in Miami where we just gave it away at the last second. All we had to do was make a tackle. We couldn't make a tackle at all. That game just really was just that was a winnable game, but we gave that game away. And then we lost to the Steelers. We held them to 17 points, but we still lost. And now Josh Gordon, he basically just he quits the Patriots. He just quits on the Patriots. He just decided to not be on the Patriots anymore, which, I mean, I don't know, but it's whatever. That's his decision. I'm not going to judge him for that. So, honestly speaking, I hope that the Patriots use this as motivation for the next 2 games and win out the games and win the division, because we can either give up on the season, or we can go all the way, use this as use the past 3 weeks, the past 3 rough weeks as motivation to do better, to basically go back or 2 weeks, whatever, to go back, play better football, perform well in the playoffs, go back, and at least try to win number 6 before Tom Brady retires. So, maybe Patriots use this as motivation, I don't know, but yeah, but I hope that I finally helped explain the whole stupid Tom Brady lost to a backup quarterback argument. That doesn't make any sense at all. It just doesn't. Anyways, that's the video. Go Patriots, let's get the W versus the Bills. And yeah, y'all have a good one. Take care.